everyone, I'm just going to show you how I achieve the perfect wing liner. I prefer to use gel liner and a very fine tip brush, something that looks like this. As you can see, the tip is really small, very small, and it's just easier to achieve any sort of line or any sort of liner that you're wanting to do. I know a lot of people prefer to use angled brushes, but this is one thing that I find easiest to use. So I'm just using the Maybeline Eye Studio gel liner in Blackest black, and I just literally dab it in the tiniest bit, and if there's too much on your brush you can always scrape it off on the edges of the gel liner tip. And then I'm literally left with the smallest bit of product on the brush, so just that much. What I like to do is I like to begin to draw a small line in the middle of the lid, and then I draw a small line on the inner corner, and then I connect the line. As you can see, it's really thin, as you want it to start off very thin to begin with before we build it up. Now it's time to draw that wing. So I just like to draw a line on the outer V, and then I bring that line down towards my lower lash line. Now I'm going to begin to connect the line that I drew earlier up onto that line that's flicked outwards. Now I'm slowly going to be creating that wing shape. Now going in with a bit more product. I'm doing a voiceover because my son's watching his show and it's like really loud. So all I'm basically saying is I prefer to build up the product rather than just go in with massive chunks and then making a huge mess everywhere. Going over again with a bit more product just to darken up the color of the eyeliner on my eye, make it a bit more bold and stand out a bit more. As you can see, it's starting to look a bit more like a wing, but it is very noticeable that there are a lot of imperfections. However, we are going to get that all cleaned up with a bit of foundation and concealer. I'm now going ahead and tightlining. I know this may look quite scary for those of you who are just beginning to use and experiment with makeup, but I do believe that this step is very important, especially when you have applied any sort of eyeliner to your eyes. I just feel like it completes the look. Now it's time to clean up our edges, so I'm just going in with a concealer brush. I've just put a tiny bit of foundation. You can either use foundation or concealer, and we're just going to use that to tidy up the edges if you feel like you've gone overboard with the liner, like it's too thick or you've made a mistake. This will help you clean it all up. Also do this at the top of the liner. You just have to be very careful and handle the brush with a very light hand. I'm now picking up the Maybelline Nudes palette. I'm just going to use a small blending brush to blend the eyeshadows through my crease. I know it's weird to do the eyeshadow second, but I just wanted to get the eyeliner tutorial out of the way first. The same on the other eye. I'm going to keep the lid completely bare and just keep the shadows in my crease and outer V. Just went in with a fluffier blending brush just to smoke the shadows out a bit more. And with this vibrant red shade by TG, it's called Killin It. Patting it on my lips just to show you if it transfers, and that was what came up. So it is super matte and I'm really impressed with it. Okay, that brings me to the end of today's video, and I really hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.